coming up in 2 days and going all weekend long. You've got to learn about the 13th Annual Marion Foxtrot Festival and meet its chairman, Susan Carter, coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Wildlife Action Adventure Camp in Mullins on the Little Petey River. We're focused on the 13th Annual Marion Foxtrot Festival. And we're visiting with Susan Carter, the chairman of the Volunteer Board of Directors. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming out to be with us this morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
And to think how close we are, literally 45, 50, 60 hours from when everything kicks off on Thursday.
I know, it's very exciting to think about it.
It is amazing to think, and to think 13 years now. I mean, this being the 13th annual, there's just, every year it gets better and better.
It really does. We're so excited this year because we're bringing in so many new rides and amusements and just so much for the people to enjoy.
Of course, some of the old standbys, the regulars, the parade, the excitement of obviously the crafts this year, and I think you talked about, did you say 30? Was it 50-plus crafts folks from around the Carolinas and the Southeast?
Mm-hmm. And also around 30 food vendors.
30 food vendors, that's right.
And the festival, the crafts and the food vendors are lined up on Main Street on either side. At 10 o'clock we have a wonderful parade that starts. And of course it goes down Main Street, and the crafters and the food vendors get to enjoy it, as well as the many people that are with us here in Marion. All of our businesses downtown are open to welcome all our many guests that come in, and we have a lot of things planned for everyone. They need to be there at 9 o'clock, and the festival will go straight on through till 10, and we have so much for them to enjoy. The entertainment, which we can talk about.
Oh, yeah, we will, absolutely. You know, it was so exciting. Last week was National Tourism Week throughout the country. Of course, on the Strand, they were really promoting heavily. Thank you for visiting. Of course, in this instance, when you talk about all the downtown merchants being around and open on Saturday and throughout to get ready for all the events on Saturday, it's truly a thank you for being around Marion.
It certainly is, and we welcome everyone. We like to draw people from the Strand area and all around the surrounding PD area, because we have so much to offer, and they will really enjoy the day.
Susan, if a viewer needs to get off to work right now or get out to school, get folks off to school, what's the best number for someone to call, or is there a website that folks could visit to learn more about the festival events and the schedule for all the activities this weekend?
Well, they're welcome to call me at 423-6900 from 8:30 to 5, and I will be glad to talk with them. If they're interested in volunteering, I can refer them to the chairperson that handles that. If they're interested in participation, then they can talk with me, and I will take care of that. Also, we're on the HMRA website. It's theswampfox.com. And we also have a website in the South Carolina Festival magazine. It's festivalnews.info, and that covers everything that's going on with the festival. And a very, very, very good website, both of them.
TheSwampFox.com. Of course, for us out here on the Little Petey River now, and to think about the excitement of being out, you know, with swamps and otherwise right behind us, the excitement of getting ready for this Thursday. You've got some big events that kick off Thursday night.
Yes, we do. We're very excited about that. On Thursday night is our cultural art event. This year we're having Bill Oberst join us, and he will be starring as Louis Grizzard, one of the humorist in South Carolina, one of the national humorists in South Carolina. He's really wonderful, very, very funny. The event starts at 7. It is free to the public, and after the event we have a reception for everyone that attends. And I understand that the Opera House seats about 250 people, so you need to come on and join us, get there early so you can get you a seat. It'll be well worth it.
And the time it starts again, Susan?
At 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, okay.
At the Opera House in Marion.
For viewers who may not have been to the Opera House or folks coming in, the opportunity to see Bill Oberst is a treat in and of itself. But for folks who be coming up, of course, so many folks up and down the Strand are familiar with him. A lot of folks may not be familiar. The excitement for them would be great to get out this Thursday night. What's the best way for someone to get to the Opera House, let's say coming in from Florence, if they hadn't been to the Marion Opera House before?
Okay. If they're coming in from Florence or if they're coming in from Myrtle Beach, they just need to come straight in to Marion, to Main Street. The historic district goes straight up to the square.
Great.
And at the square, they'll take a left at the stoplight, and the Opera House is less than a block on their left. They'll see it once they turn in.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, I'm sure, as you said, with only 250 seats plus or minus, folks are going to have to get there early to get in. Okay. It's going to be a big crowd this Thursday night. Real quick about yourself, Susan, before we get into some of the other activities. You originally from the area?
No, I'm not, Greg. Originally, I'm from Great Falls, South Carolina, which is a small town between Columbia and Charlotte.
Okay.
About a 45-minute drive, either north or south of Charlotte, North Carolina.
How long have you been here in the area?
I've been in the area 17 years.
Okay, great. What brought you down here?
My job. My husband transferred, and we came to Conway, and I still live in Conway, and I took a promotion to come to Marion with the South Carolina Employment Security Commission, which I've been with. This is my 27th year with the agency, 17 years in Marion.
27 years with the same agency?
Yeah.
Wow. That must be exciting. And of course, that's here in Marion. The South Carolina Employment Security Commission must be pretty active.
We stay very, very busy, but to me it's a wonderful job because you're helping people, and I love people, and that's what I enjoy doing, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy the Foxtrot Festival so much.
They give you the opportunity to volunteer, obviously a heck of a lot of hours here. I mean, the excitement to be with a group that enables you to spend a good bit of time volunteering as chairman. And I think you said you've been involved as a volunteer for the Foxtrot Festival for, is it 6 years?
6 years, yes. Mm-hmm.
Boy, and as chairman for 3?
For 3.
I'm amazed they've been able to keep you in that position for so long, because I know it takes a lot of time.
It is a big job. It's very, very challenging, Greg, but it's very, very rewarding. To me, it gives me the opportunity to give something back to the community. And Marion is such a lovely community with wonderful people, and I get a lot of pleasure out of it.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Pete Mulford, the CEO of Marion Regional Healthcare System, will be with us tomorrow. Oh. And of course, I remember last year talking to him the excitement in a community like Marion, of course, a community hospital in a community like Marion. It's really about the people, and I'm sure the excitement for the Foxtrot Festival, to see that grow over the years and to have been involved for the last 6 years, but to know the 13th annual is upon us, literally kicking off in 2 days.
I know. It's exciting, and it's kind of nerve-wracking. You want to make sure everything is just right, and we have a wonderful board. Everything is planned. We're ready to go.
I'm sure you are. Let's talk about some of the events on Friday, and of course the big day is Saturday, but you've got some other events coming up on Friday, and you've got a lot of activities this year that folks have never seen before.
Right now, on Friday night, we have our outdoor movie at Fox Field, and of course, if you travel down Main Street and turn on Bobby Jurrell Parkway, you'll see Fox Field. That's our ball field, and we plan to show the movie Shrek 2, which is a wonderful movie for adults and children, and then following the movie, we will have a professional fireworks display.
Great.
And everyone loves it. We ask them to bring their blankets or lounge chairs. Everything is blocked off. It's very safe. We have a booth where we sell our Foxtrot souvenirs. And also the JCs will be there providing concessions. So you can come get you a hot dog, popcorn, drink, and go out and sit down and enjoy a movie under the stars.
Now, viewers may think that Fox 43 has something involved with this, and the swampfox.com, and of course Fox Field. We can't take any credit for that, but we're sure excited that you're building the Fox brand. That's wonderful. That should be a big night. Of course, Shrek 2, a movie that a heck of a lot of folks think, well, what's that about? But as you say, it's truly for both children and adults. Children and adults.
And at first I was concerned because the Shrek was the first movie, But I was assured, I have not seen the movie yet, but if you have not seen Shrek 2 it won't make any difference. You'll still love it because it's a movie contained within itself, a storyline. So they'll enjoy it.
Share with us a little bit of the history of the festival. What prompted it kicking off 13 years ago in the first place, and what do you think's made it so strong every year?
Well, the festival was established in 1991 as a non-profit organization with the goal of promoting Marion County and the citizens of Marion County. We have so much to offer in Marion with the arts and with the history and with the wonderful community. It's a small rural community, and we just wanted to let these people in the surrounding areas know just what we do have, and draw the people into Marion. We felt like this would be a wonderful way to do it by having an annual event.
Great, absolutely. And of course, as you say, so many folks come from all over the PD, southeastern North Carolina, up and down the Strand for this event. It's been so well promoted. I know WPD began PSAs last week, your TV sponsor, and of course, so exciting for them as a PD-based TV station. Really wrapped it around and helped promote this as well. And I think you said you've got Cecil Chandler coming out this weekend, out to the parade or some of the other activities. You've just got a plethora of stuff going on Saturday. I think the Tams are playing on Saturday night.
The Tams are playing on Saturday night. They go on stage at 8 o'clock from 8 to 10. Another wonderful thing, Greg, that we're having is 2 stages this year.
Right.
We have entertainment starting at 12 noon on our South Main stage, where Joe Pope and the Tams will perform from 8 to 10 with the street dance. And then on the north end, we have a wonderful stage set up with jazz and pop and rap, for the teenagers and for everyone. And on the main stage, we have gospel and country music, and we have dance troupes that will be performing. So it's something for everyone as far as entertainment. After the parade, we'll go back to the parade for a moment. After the parade concludes, then we go out and we put tables and chairs all the way down Main Street, which is approximately 1 mile. And this gives everyone the opportunity to meet friends and sit down and have something to eat, and then shop for a while and sit down. Also, on Harley Street, which is right off of Main, this is something new this year. We're having a young lady from Florence come in, and she's going to be singing from 2 to 4 jazz and show tunes. So, and that is also something different. And as after they get through shopping and eating, then they can go down and check out the Swamp Fox Old Car Club. We're expecting over 100 automobiles there.
No way! Great.
Yes, it's going to be wonderful, and they vie for trophies and for prizes, and so we're very excited about that. And then following that, you can go by the library. They're having a library book sale. You can help the library out, because we like to help out our nonprofit organizations, and we'll have quite a few there along with our food and craft vendors, and buy a book and sit down under a wonderful, beautiful oak tree and just read a while, and then you can get back up. And if you have your children there, we have a wonderful petting zoo this year. Eudora Farms was with us last year, and they're coming back again. But this year, they're bringing Bubba the camel.
Bubba the camel.
Bubba the camel, and Bubba is going to offer camel rides this year. So we're very excited about that. And we also have pony rides for the children.
Great. And
we have inflatables for the children, and also all different types of games and kiddie swings and a train. And of course they can go over and visit the antique tractors that we have.
Wow.
The Swamp Fox Tractor Club, they'll have approximately 60 or more tractors there. They're all vintage model tractors, and that is also a highlight for those coming in to the event. And another area that I'm very excited about is our adult and teen amusement area.
Yeah.
We're bringing in 4 tremendous rides. One is a gyroscope designed by NASA, which is very new. I guess it's like floating in space. I think you operate it
kidding.
based on your weight and how you want to do it. It's like floating in air. And we have a 28-foot slide, which is really, really high. And this is for adults and children. And we have a 32-foot mountain challenge for, I think, 10 years old up to adults. So if you like the rock climb, then this is where you want to be. And we also have a spinner. This is a large ride. It's sort of like a scrambler that you see for the adults and teens. We haven't ever had anything specifically for the teenagers, and we wanted to do something for them this year.
That is great thinking, Susan. You know, there's just so many things. Something's going to appeal to a viewer right now. It's incredible when you think about all these activities. I know you're halfway finished.
Mm-hmm. And also we have the helicopter rides this year. This is something new. Falcon Airlink out of Charlotte, North Carolina, will be joining us, and they're going to provide the helicopter rides. So when you can, after you finish sitting and you want to take a ride and cool off, then you can just jump in the helicopter, and they're there to provide that.
And they're flying all around Marion County, or just principally there around the city?
From what I understand, the ride is like approximately 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes.
Right.
And it goes over the festival, and I'm sure over the city. If you have a particular area that you want to go to, I'm sure they would accommodate you.
Susan, where does the funding for the festival come from? Because this obviously takes not only a heck of y'all's, the volunteer board man hours, we also want to talk about some volunteer opportunities, what some of those would be for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, you need them today. You need folks right now. You need to get those locked up. So, again, the best phone number to call if someone was interested is?
Oh, they need to call me at 423-6900.
Okay, 843-423-6900. And again,
Yes.
you can take volunteers not only from Marion alone, but from all over.
From all over, anyone that would like to help, because bringing in the still rides as well as enlarging our children's amusement area. We're going to be selling tickets this year for the various rides, and we need people there to operate the ticket booths. We need people to help with the amusements, amusement areas. So anyone interested in volunteering, please contact me. I would love to talk with you. And a lot of times that is where we get our newest board members.
Great.
When someone will volunteer and we see that they really enjoy it. And Greg, I'm talking about if they can volunteer for 2 hours, if they want to volunteer for the morning, then we have several different areas that we'll talk with them about, and whatever area they would prefer, that's where we'll try to put them.
And of course, you have volunteer needs, not necessarily for folks running all around, but people can be seated. I mean, just greeting people as well. I mean, you don't have to be necessarily mobile or all over the place to be a good volunteer.
No, at this point in time, you would be mobile wherever you were needed at whatever particular amusement. But we also have 2 Pepsi vending stations.
Right.
And another thing, I don't want to forget our beautiful Foxtrot beauty queens. They will be there with us, and some of them will be helping out. They'll be wearing their crowns and their sashes all day long. So we hope the people will greet them and congratulate them as well.
You also have some tremendous sponsors this year, Susan. I think it's amazing to think about the folks who wrap around, and I know the whole city of Marion wraps around. Of course, not only the volunteer board, but so many employees of the city and other folks around the city want to make it a big event for not only the city of Marion, but for the county and for the entire PD.
We do. We have so much support from the city of Marion and the employees, and we have volunteers from throughout the county. And Greg, without the support of business, industry, and private citizens, and of course the city of Marion and Marion County, we would not be able to bring such a wonderful festival to Marion and bring so many people into our county. And we really we've opened the doors. We really want them to come and join us, and they will have a wonderful, wonderful time. I'm sure of that.
Susan, we started talking about the funding of the festival, and of course donations are a real important thing as well. When folks show up, is there a desire to try and encourage them for donations? I know virtually everything's free. How do you all go ahead and raise the funds to make it a successful event?
Well, what we do each year, we have a budget that we look at, and we go, by that budget. And then at the beginning of the next year, we send out our sponsorship letters, and we send them out to not only business and industry, but private benefactors as well. And those that support us, they can support from Friend of the Fox, which is $25 or more. We have donations from $10 up to, you know, the larger donations, and any amount is a tremendous help to the festival, because we have so many. So when we bring in the entertainment that we do, then that money is used to pay for that. So we're very fortunate with the supporters that we have, and we would like to increase that support. So anyone out there that would be interested in sponsoring an event or supporting the festival or sponsoring it, it's still not too late. All they need to do is contact me.
Great.
And I'll be more than glad to talk with them.
Some of the high-profile opportunities for them with all these folks from all over coming in for this weekend's event. Obviously, even if they're not available, even if they can't be in town, this is a great way to get their business name out or their group's name out. And of course, you talked about the Antique Car Club, the Antique. Did you talk about the Antique Tractor Group as well? I mean, you've got a heck of a lot of reasons for folks to travel from all over.
We hope so. That's our plan. We're hoping to bring as many people in as we can. And Greg, the parade starts at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
We have some wonderful entries in the parade. We have many floats. And as you were talking about the public relations, we have so many industries and businesses within Marion that do have the floats, and what this does is show their commitment to the community. We have several bands that are coming in. We have the Myrtle Beach Pipe and Drum Band.
Great.
They are absolutely wonderful. We have some our Marion High School Step Band. Of course, we have many beauty queens. We have a lot of characters. The children are going to love the characters. This year we have Shrek.
Yeah.
Yes, and we have SpongeBob is going to
you're
be
kidding.
there.
My God.
And we'll have Scooby-Doo and Spider-Man, so the kids certainly will not want to miss them.
And that's all free.
Oh, it's all free. That's a part of the parade. Our parade generally lasts about an hour.
Wow.
So you can look for close to 150 entrants.
Well, now, will SpongeBob and Scooby-Doo and Shrek be available after the parade to hang out some, or they're really primarily just in the parade?
They're primarily just in the parade, but a lot of them walk, and they'll be walking up and talking and speaking to the young people, the children that are there.
Kids will love that.
They will love that. And of course, we have a wonderful stilt walker and clowns. We have a gentleman riding a tricycle. And I was talking to this gentleman, and he told me, he said, I'm 83 years old.
No.
Yes, and it tickled me to death. And I said, that is absolutely wonderful. He says, I love festivals and I love parades. And matter of fact, he just recently located here from Florida, and he called and said, may I participate? And I said, of course you can, because we're always looking for new entrants. And we're still looking for entrants for the parade. So anyone out there that would be interested in having something in the parade, again, they can call me.
Great. We're talking about for this Saturday.
For this Saturday.
This Saturday.
It's not too late, no.
And of course, I'm sure even if there's inclement weather, it will happen. I mean, the parade, folks are ready for it, and it's not going to be, obviously, look at a day like today.
Yes.
We're sitting out here on the PD River.
It's wonderful.
This incredible weather. Of course, it's, folks are thinking, how can you sit out there at this Wildlife Action Adventure Camp, but at the same time, what a great opportunity to be able to promote the 13th Annual Foxtrot Festival.
Oh, it's a wonderful opportunity for me, and I can't thank you enough for having me on the show.
No, don't even think
today.
about it. You think about so many of the participants in a parade like that have been doing it. Do you have folks that have been in it since the get-go?
Yes, we have. We have folks that call us every year. As soon as we send our letters out, they're calling, and they enjoy it that much. And a lot of our floats, we have a lot of new floats this year.
Great.
From new sponsors, which we're very tickled about. And then we have our businesses and industry that generally sponsor floats because of their commitment to the community, and they're always with us. And I cannot say how much we appreciate the support that they give the festival.
Absolutely. Susan, if you had a minute to share with viewers or anyone, if you were trying to get the most important point across for this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 13th Annual Marion Foxtrot Festival, what would be that critical point to get across to viewers?
Probably the critical point that I would want to get across is this is going to be a fantastic event, and you need to mark your calendars now and come out on the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st because you'll have a wonderful time. It's a great day. Everything is available right here in the beautiful city of Marion, and we'd love to have you come out and join us.
That's wonderful. Susan, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Susan Carter coming up next. It's the 13th annual Marion Foxtrot Festival. Write down this number, 843-423-6900. That's from 8:30 to 5. Susan Carter's giving you her direct line. She wants you to call. She wants you to be out here. Main Street, Marion, this weekend. Big event. Thursday night, Marion Opera House. Bill Oberst is coming in as Louis Grizzard. It'll be an amazing event. Take the time to come in from all over. You got to check out theswampfox.com. Theswampfox.com. There's lots of events. There's not much time. You need to learn what's happening Thursday night, Friday evening, events even all during the day on Saturday. You think it kicks off at 9, goes to 10 p. You got the TAM Saturday night. There's big events, 2 different stages. We've got a gyroscope. You heard her talk about it, designed by NASA. You've got a petting zoo, crafts, an antique car show, antique tractor show. I mean, it's an amazing opportunity. Take the time. International Food Court. We could go on and on. You heard Susan Carter talk about it. There are a lot of volunteers. There's still volunteer needs. 843-423-6900. Write down the number. Give her a call. She wants you to be a part, not because she's been volunteering for 6 years, but because it's been around for 13 years and it makes a difference in the community. It's a nonprofit event. Get out there.